The death of Toys R Us had many kids and kids at heart extremely sad, but it seems like Christmas might come a little early this year. What's up, everybody? I'm Josh Meek, the Uber Geek. Welcome to Pretty Dece, your daily entertainment and pop culture show. And yes, Christmas might come early because apparently the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Toys R Us is going to be making a comeback. Toys R Us's controlling lenders, quote, intend to revive the business behind Toys R Us and the Babies R Us brand names. They say that the goal is to create new domestic retail and operating businesses, and basically they've decided that the brand of Toys R Us is too valuable to just let disintegrate, so they've pulled out of this bankruptcy auction. Toys R Us at the time of closing had 735 stores, and earlier this year, of course, they all shut down. It was a big, huge thing on the internet. Lots of people were kind of mourning the loss of Toys R Us as the toy store and video game store that they would go to when they were children. But the company as a whole was in massive, massive debt. Obviously, Toys R Us did control or did have a large portion of the toy selling market. For example, Hasbro apparently was very hurt financially from the closing of Toys R Us due to the lack of millions of dollars worth of sales that would have gone through Toys R Us stores. But nonetheless, I really wonder exactly how this is going to go. How does the company just decide to not be $5 billion in debt? And how does the company just decide that, we're not going to do the whole bankruptcy thing anymore? Instead, we're going to keep doing the thing that made us bankrupt? So there's got to be a lot of restructuring on the back end to make this work that maybe we're not privy to, and we might know some of these details in the coming days and months for exactly what a revamped, reinvigorated Toys R Us actually looks like. It certainly makes me wonder if new Toys R Us stores would be a completely different experience. Maybe they're smaller, maybe they don't sell video games, maybe they have a much more streamlined focus. They only cater to high-end, expensive toys for collectors. Maybe they only cater to children's toys and they cut out some of the toys that the margins aren't quite as good on. It'll be really interesting to see what that looks like and to see what a new kind of retail Toys R Us experience is. However, the talk of licensing here is also a bit concerning for me. Maybe they intend to have the company limp along in kind of name only, solely so that they can license the name Toys R Us to put on t-shirts and sell Jeffrey plushies and kind of bank on everyone's nostalgia. I really hope that's not the case. I hope the fact that they're not going through with this auction, that they're going to keep the brand around, means they're going to actually do something meaningful with it instead of just trying to kind of cash in on some of this Toys R Us name. I think that there really is a market for a very specific vision of Toys R Us. I think they can fix a lot of the stuff that was happening with Toys R Us and come up with something that can keep that name and have people excited to show up and shop at your store. And along with that could also come a very improved online experience. They could really be kind of the Amazon of toys if they really wanted to push that and go that direction. But who knows what this means? Who knows what this is going to lead to? But the details are extremely slim. But just the talk of Toys R Us getting revived, the chance we might see Toys R Us stores coming back, certainly has me very, very excited. So that's going to do it for Pretty Dece for today. Thank you very much for joining me to talk about Toys R Us and the potential that we might see them all over again. Remember that you can support Pretty Dece. You can go to prettydeceshow.com/listener support to find out those details. Of course, listen to Pretty Dece on the podcast. You can find that wherever you download your podcasts. Or watch on YouTube. You can visit youtube.com/prettydece to find the channel. And of course, follow me on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Pretty Dece Show.